G'day everyone, welcome back to Wheel2Wheel Racing. We are here to do the manufacturer draft for Season 13. Bit of an interesting one here tonight, as we have two separate drafts happening to decide the manufacturer for the first 9 rounds and the second 9 rounds tonight. So quite a bit to play for here. The draft order has been pre-organised a couple of days ago, so everyone knew when they were picking. And coming in with the first pick is Scuderia Portfolio for the first half of the season. Oh, KZ.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going through the order.
Yeah. No, that's you. You're away.
We've decided to go a bit of stability in the team. I was trying to keep all the guys as much as I could. And so we're going to go for the Jag again.
Jag, there you go.
Ooh. The Jag.
It's a strong choice, a nice solid manufacturer, one you guys have just won the team's championship in, so definitely a great choice to start off the draft here.
Yeah.
And coming up next with pick number 2 for the first draft is 13R Autosports.
Yeah, g'day Drax, how you going? Looking forward to another cracker season here with 13R Autosport. It's pretty similar. We've kept most of the team together, thankfully, despite the hellish budget for this season. Unfortunately, we did have to say goodbye to Urgent PD, but he's been picked up by a suit lad, which is fantastic news. And we've taken a bit of a gamble on one of the new guys. We've got Luck Goes My Way joining the team this season, so a fair bit of stability. So, yeah, as far as our choice, kind of been going around in circles on what to actually pick this season and haven't done a lot of testing at all. But we decided for the first half of the season we're going to do something just a little bit different, try and have a bit of fun. And going to get the roof off and go the Suzuki.
Oh, the Suzuki.
Oh, wow.
There you go. It's a bit of a brave choice. I guess untested in Wheel2Wheel. First time we've seen the Suzuki selected there for a Wheel2Wheel team. I believe just in general. I don't think we've had a privateer go with it at all. So very interested to see how you guys do in that one. It could be quite exciting.
Surely we can do better than we ended up at the end of last season. So gonna have a bit of fun, enjoy it. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. And in pick number 3 here for Future Studios Racing, Suit Lad, unable to attend the draft, has sent in Zuzu. How you doing, Zoo?
Yeah, good man. You can hear me right? I usually have a mute fail. Awesome. Hey, I think from my notes here, we're gonna have to pick the Mercedes.
The Mercedes, there you go. The AMG, very solid.
Yeah, we're gonna be pretty happy with that one.
It's definitely the jack of all trades, master of none, the Mercedes. It's not the best at anything, but it's great and consistent. So a good solid choice. Should be good for everyone throughout the team roster from Div 1 down to E League. So great pick there for Future. After Future, we have Drive 25 Sim Sports. Do we have a representation?
Yes. Yeah. Filling in for Tombo tonight. Yeah, so it's gone pretty well so far. We didn't quite expect that to happen, but we're going to look in the sand for the first half.
There you go, the Nissan. My dreams of using the Super Silhouette get absolutely shattered.
Hold on. Wasn't Tombo online today just banging on about how it's going to get nerfed and no one should touch the Nissan?
I mean...
See, now is that mind games, or is this Apex going rogue and Tombo's sitting there absolutely fuming, unable to drive the car that he was told?
There is a nerf probably coming, but we're confident that it can still be a competitive car, top 5 car. So
Yeah, I think it's a worthwhile gamble, especially if you can get, you know, a round or two out of it. Then you've only got 3 to get through if it's not great, but still definitely a manageable vehicle to get a good season out of. So yeah, the Nissan goes away. Up next in the draft with pick number 5 is CP Motorsports, back for another season, and somehow Goat is still in control.
Yes, hello Dragon. It is great to be here. Yes, we've done some testing, and yeah, we tried a bit of everything, and yeah.
You say we, how much of that testing was you?
I did a bit, definitely, but yeah, yeah. Oh, great. I'd like to talk through the drivers. So we've kept Bozza and Packer for season 13. So thanks to them for staying, and also signed on another 3 drivers, being MCDC, Salazar Black, and Viper's Fang. So thank you for those guys for jumping on board. And I'm looking at my notes here, and next in line is AMG.
It's already taken.
It's already taken. Porsche.
Was that Porsche there you said, sorry?
Yep, Porsche.
Wow, there you go. The Porsche lives on for another season.
It does too.
So, first MR pick, I believe, unless I've completely forgotten something. Oh, is the Suzuki MR? I don't believe so.
I think it's...
There you go. So, with only a couple of picks left, I wonder if we'll see another one go, or if we'll be going back to the FR meta here. But Goat locks in the Porsche for CP Motorsports. Next up is Team Dodgy Racing with pick number 6 here of the draft.
Number 6, I thought we were going to have nothing but sloppy seconds and dregs down here, but Dale, this is actually looking quite good for us two down here. What do you reckon?
I know, but it's actually making a lot, depending on what you pick, this is actually making it harder, because I was expecting only 1 left or none, and then I was just left on dark.
Mate,
So-
everyone has gone outside of the box, which is great to see. We'll most have. As for TDR, we have kept our original team from last season. Because Stefco and I have a few time constraints and have had to go part-time drivers, so we managed to stick together and only bring in one other, a new guy called Knuckles, who I'm sure is going to live up to TDR standards, being that they're usually so low.
Yeah, I was going to say there's not much to live up to. It's very achievable.
Yeah, that's right. So it
The
is
name
quite easy
Knuckles
to live up
fits
to
in
our
with the hand
standards.
washing.
And just to show how easy our standards are, thinking outside the box for season 1, I believe we're going to try a little bit of McLovin.
Wow. The McLovin makes its return. After breaking Shake and Bake's streak and hearts, the McLovin makes a return.
Yeah, we're just looking for a little bit of fun, and it seems to be providing it at the moment.
Absolutely. Car with great stability. It's quite predictable. Not too many shortcomings, except for maybe its straight line speed by itself. But yeah, another MR car to continue on with the trend. So mixing it up a little bit. Quite a few outside the box picks here as well. To finish it off, last but not least, well, depending on who you ask, is Damn Racing. Now, has that made your choice any easier, Dale, or has that just messed it up even more?
It's totally messed it up even more, so, I mean, yeah, look, I'm chatting with the team right now, and it's pretty funny right now. So yeah, look, we've lost Zoo, we've lost Apex, lost Adam, obviously, to Privateer as well, but we've brought in CJS, which has been really awesome. He's pretty quick, and we've got Bossman Squiddy here, so they're all telling me to take the car that I'm slower in, so I don't know what they're trying to set me up for here, so...
Is that the Alpha?
Nah, oh, this is a tough choice. I almost want to go against what they're saying and risk it for later.
Do it, Dale, do it.
Sorry guys, we're actually going the Ford.
Wow, there you go.
Nice. Forward. Is that what they told you to go for?
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, very outside of the box. I believe the Ford was part of it, or quite a strong reason. We saw a couple of people quit mid-season back in, I'm going to say season 6 or 7. That Mustang was just so bad, but has seen a bit of a resurgence with the balance of performance changes, so it's becoming a viable option. I'm very interested to see how that goes. So,
yeah, it's been a rocket at Spa and Trial Mountain, so it should be pretty fun to drive out there. I mean, we might just need to whack a Shell sponsorship on the car to go along with AMS excavations, but other than that, it should be fine.
there you go. So the manufacturers, as you can see on your screen there, Damn Hexicans taking Ford, CP taking Porsche, 13R have gone with the Suzuki, Scooter Air Quadrifoglio with the Jag, TDR have gone with the McLaren, Drive 25 has selected the Nissan, and Future have gone with the Mercedes. So that is the first round of the draft out of the way, and I feel like most are pretty happy with what they ended up with. A couple of outside of the box picks freed up some manufacturers that most would assume would be taken, so I feel like that's plenty of solid options for everyone for the first half of the season. Yeah, and of course, there's the cord has finally been cut between Goat and the Corvette. So
Yes.
he's finally stepping a little out of the comfort zone, going with something else. We'll see how he goes in that in about 5 weeks' time, and we'll check back in and see if he's still towards the pointy end or if he's absolutely adjusting, I'll say.
But Dragon, even after the cord gets cut, they still get a bit of breastfeeding, so I wouldn't stress over it too much.
Yeah, we'll see him in the practice lobbies in the Corvette, wishing of what things could have been.
He'll be around.
Alrighty, so with the first half of the draft out of the way, we move on to the second. And rather than going with a reverse order draft, we've completely randomized both of them here and taken the first pick, and probably the luckiest of all teams when it comes to the draft order, 13R, stepping back up again.
Yeah, I have to say, when that draft was done, I figured I probably should go out and buy a lottery ticket. Definitely a very lucky night for us there. So, yeah, I think there's probably, for most people, no surprises where our brain was going for this first pick. Actually, no, it's not the car that we've normally used. The Toyota did not make the list this season. Much to, unfortunately, break Jonesy's heart, we decided we really needed a season out of it. So there was a bunch of cars that we looked at, but we're going to go with the Corvette.
Well, there you go. So any chance of Goat reuniting is absolutely off the table now.
Don't quit.
And yeah, as we mentioned just there with the summary of what the privateers could use in Season 1, the Corvette is a great overall car. It's great when it comes to straight line speed and fuel saving, so definitely a solid option, and it's great to see 13R with a bit of variance going away from the Supra. Alrighty, next up is Team Dodgy Racing with the second pick for the second half of the season.
Yes, second pick. Look, just a word to Ash. I'd be very careful if I was you, Ash. It is one thing to let go of an object, but it is another thing to see other people driving around in it. So you may become a target for CP Motorsports if you're not careful.
Yeah. It's like Goat's just watched his partner walk out the door and then walk down the street holding hands with someone else. That's
especially after 2
seasons. I will
seasons.
be honest, Dodgy, and say it was probably... I was going to say Dodgy, I will be honest and say it was actually our second choice originally.
Oh, you're a legend. Look at that. And I know why. I think the way TDR are heading is we're after a season in McLovin, or half a season, I think we're going to need to calm down a bit. So we're looking for a nice, comfy old pair of jeans to fit back into. We're going to take the AMG.
There you go. Wonderful choice there again.
It's good.
Very solid car, as we said about it before. It's absolutely incredible all-rounder. Can do absolutely everything that you really need it to. So definitely a great choice. And the manufacturer that Team Dodgy Racing won the team's championship with a few seasons back. So going back to their roots with that one.
Absolutely.
Okay. So moving on from that, Drive 25 up again with pick number 3 here.
Yeah, stoked really, because that hasn't gone at all how I thought it was going to go, and we've ended up with our number 1 pick for round 2 in the Jag, so pretty happy with that. I think the team will be pretty stoked as well.
There you go, the Jag not surviving either draft, and can't say I'm surprised. Very, very solid all-rounder, and it's not great to the point where we could see it getting hit with a balance of performance change. For the negative, at least. We could see it get a little bit of a buff, even depending on how PD are feeling. So, plenty of a potential there with the Jag.
Man, you must have been reading the old team chat there, Apex, yeah?
I've had strict... Tombo's simplified it as much as he can. I was just double checking, and it's it's all gone well, I think.
So speaking of reading the team chat, pick number 4 for this draft is the damn Hexicans. And how is your team chat looking after you've gone against what the team was saying there, Dale?
I think they're all still together. I think it's all good.
No one's left yet.
The most recent comment is "you suck, Apex," so I think it's all pretty good. We'd honestly just said we can get the Jag if it's there, and then Apex next minute Jag. No, we actually good. Second option is actually one of the preferences, especially for the final round. So we're going to take the Mazda.
There you go.
Yep, me too.
I wanted to, but I was quicker in the Mustang at a couple of the tracks, so I thought I'd risk it that it was going to be available for the second half.
Yeah, maybe thinking because it made it through the entire first round of the draft that it's flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, everyone's sick of the sound.
Definitely a solid car. I drove around in it for last season and enjoyed myself. So it's definitely a solid car. Can get a little loose in the rear end at times, but once you get used to that, you're absolutely fine. So solid pick there from the damn Hexicans with the Mazda. Moving on to pick number 5, KZ. How is your original list looking coming up to the 5th pick here?
We lost the Mazda, unfortunately.
Oh, there you go. Seckers will be heartbroken about that one.
Yes, so we're going.
I can see it now. He's going to say you should have picked it for round 1.
Yeah. We would have lost the Jag as well. So I think we're going to go for my most hated brand again, second time. Being a Holden fan, I'm going to go that Mustang.
Nice.
That's nice at Watkins.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the Mustang works out here. It's like you said, it's been a bit of a black cloud in the manufacturer's selection. We saw a lot of FR cars were the preference, but the Mustang was never in discussion for any of those times. So I'm glad to see it getting a bit of time to shine, and looking forward to seeing what both teams can do with that throughout the season. So moving through to pick 6 here, Future Studios Racing.
Hey gents, now I've been gone for a little second. Has Toyota been picked yet?
It has not.
We'll have to go for the Supra.
There you go. Toyota off the shelf there. Almost made it through the entire draft after being such a behemoth throughout a few seasons now. As others are starting to stand up a little bit, and Toyota maybe getting a little bit forgotten, or doesn't fit some driving styles. But great to see it still selected, and Jonesy will be probably happy to still see one on the grid. And the final pick of the night, he's hopefully still awake there, Goat, mate. CP Motorsports.
Yep, we are still here.
How are the picks looking? How many options have come off the table for you?
I must say, 6 out of 7 have gone.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So that does leave me with one, and it's going to be the Nissan.
There you go.
Nissan.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a brave choice, and as we said earlier, it's under threat from a little bit of a balance of performance adjustment. But there's plenty of options, so if the main car that people are finding powerful now, which I believe is the 2013 Nissan, does end up getting that little bit of a bump on the head, you know, it could still be competitive. We could see the 2018 or 19 or whatever it is Nissan. There's the option of the older ones as well, so plenty of variety available with the Nissan for the season that's still quite a ways away.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And just one final run through there of the manufacturers. So we have the Damn Hexicans taking the Mazda, CP in the Nissan, 13R have gone with Chevrolet, Scuderia have taken the Ford, Team Dodgy have gone with the Mercedes, Drive 25 have snapped up the Jag, and Future Studios have taken the Toyota.
What was round 1 again?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I can message it to you. I'll message it to you, Jack.
I don't think many can be too unhappy with that one. There's pretty much solid picks for just about everyone there. A couple that are a little risky, but could absolutely pay off. And plenty of options still available for the privateers as well, who were unable to join a team this season. So should be an incredible season up ahead.
That should. Looking forward to it immensely. We are spread out over 2 halves, as we've alluded to with this manufacturer's draft. 18 weeks we're going for this season. It's the first time for wheel to wheel. A few interesting things happening. We do have the Daytona Oval Enduro. An hour of getting slipstream around that track is going to be so hard, it's not funny. And that will be a NASCAR livery round, so that's going to be a bit of awesome fun.
It's going to be a great one to look at there.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've just got some great tracks coming through, and we're doing the secondary categories in 2 separate sessions as well. The first ones are the KTM Crossbows, and the second one is Red Bull Juniors. And the tracks chosen for them, especially the KTM, they're all a bit shorter, they're all a bit smaller, and they're tracks we don't usually do. So I think this season 13 for Wheel to Wheel is really going to blow up into something very different for us all.
Absolutely, and if anyone at home is watching this thinking, man, I'd love to get in on that action, you absolutely still have time to jump in. You can join any time and still become a privateer throughout the season and compete in E-League, which is our beginner division. which have people ranging through all different types of paces, and then come the end of this season, we'll move you up in a division where it becomes even more competitive. So definitely check us out at Wheel to Wheel Racing on Facebook and follow the join link if you want to get in on the Discord there and look at the finer details. And keep an eye out for the first round is the Group 3s that we've just seen everyone select at Laguna Seca on the 5th of February. So definitely keep an eye out for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Should be an exciting one.
Yeah, just a quick one too, Dre, and keep in mind that we do have a 2-week break in the middle over Easter, and that's why we're in 2 halves of the season. But we've also put in there for that break that the teams can restructure. If it's within their budget, there will be the possibility that even people joining up, before that season could be taken into a team, or privateers could be swapped into a team, especially if team drivers happen to drop out for whatever reason. So definitely there is a chance of getting into a team for the second season for the second half of the season if you haven't already.
Yeah, absolutely. Our own little 2-week silly season that can go on there. Could be smooth sailing, or it could be absolute chaos. We'll have to wait and see there. But yeah, unless anybody has any further comments, I think we're cool to round it off there. Anyone? No, we're good.
Yeah, let's get cracking. Season 13, let's roll.